Hey everyone, how are you? We are back up to our new property again. I'm a hot mess. We have been putting in a whole bunch of plants that we were in the middle of doing it all, and I was like, wait, I have to film. So let me kind of show you what is going on. So
This is a hole.
it's a hole. We have all these holes dug. I have some, these are junior arborvitaes, and these get about 14 to 16 feet high, about 3 to 4 feet wide. So I'm going to be putting some of those in. I've got this Carolina sapphire cypress. I've got quite a few of these. I think I got 5 of these, and these smell really, really, really good. These are going to get 30 to 40 feet high and 15 to 20 feet wide. So I love the blue-gray color on them, and I love the foliage on them, how they're like wispy. So, and they smell really, really, really good. So these are zone, I believe, 3 to 8, 4 to 8. And these actually go all the way to zone, I saw they were zone 9, 6 to 9. So we're gonna be putting in 5 of these. We have, I think, 14 of these. And then I'm going to be putting in some more podocarpus up in the front here. I'm going to move around a couple things because you know you are not gardening unless you're moving things around. So I'll show you stuff, how it kind of pans out. But I am adding in this tree and shrub garden soil. I got this from Lowe's. I prefer Home Depot soil, but they don't have a Home Depot here. So I'm adding in this soil. Although the soil's not bad once you get digging in there, it's clay. But they did just excavate all this, and so it's got a little bit of sand, a little bit of cattle manure, such like that. And then I've also got my holly tone that I'm going to be putting in with all the evergreens, the azaleas I planted, and the hydrangeas. So we're going to get all that together, and I'll show you the end result. All right, so it is the next day. We did a ton of planting, and I was a mess and tired, so I just didn't feel like filming the rest of it. So we're gonna go over the different stuff that I have put in. All the evergreens came in except for one, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning. So okay, we'll start over here. You can see right back here, I have got a Carolina blue cypress. It's just beautiful. And they get to be about 14 to 16 feet high and about 10 feet round. So I just have the one there. I have these red ruby, I think they're called latropums. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's what those are, and they're just beautiful. They're doing pretty well. I noticed a couple of them have a little bit of burns on the top, but I have the sprinkler going off a little bit more frequently now. This is a skyrocket juniper. So I wanted to put one of those on each side of the gate, and of course, me not knowing these plants because I'm more of a tropical girl, I thought this was also a skyrocket juniper. Come to find out that is a green Leland cypress, which is supposed to go there where the green bag is. When I was watering this morning, I don't know, I just looked at the tags and I was like, I just thought they were different ages. So that's on me. So I have to call them and tell them that I'm missing a skyrocket juniper. These came from Fast Growing Trees. I bought a few trees from them in the past. They're generally pretty good. This time though, like I said, they did forget to send me one, and I thought it was the cypress. So now I have to call them back and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm missing a skyrocket juniper. So I'll end up having to put a second cypress somewhere apparently. But anyways, my grass seed's starting to come up a little bit, and then I planted some wildflowers, which are also starting to come up down there. I'm really thrilled about. Back to the front hedge. So I have another Carolina cypress. This also came from Fast Growing Trees. This one I have staked up because it is a little weepy. These are some arborvitae that I got these. I think I ordered those from Home Depot online, which actually I've really been happy with. They've packaged well. The only thing is they did lose a shipment of mine, but it ended up coming. So happy about that. These are the podocarpus that I had moved. I bought those. Where did we get those? I got 3 from a local nursery, and then the other 5 came from Lowe's. Then another arborvitae also came from Home Depot. I bought about 8 of those because I put them on the hedge on the side. Then I have another Carolina blue cypress there, and then I have one on that side of the driveway. Up in here, you probably can't see because they're just sticks right now, but I put in a forsythia. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. That one's gonna be an iffy. That one goes to zone 8, which we are here, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to take the heat or not. Then coming up the driveway, we have another arborvitae. I had an extra one, and this one actually is doing pretty well. I have sprinklers everywhere with timers. And then I have my Duranta that's still doing really well. So, and the bees and the butterflies are loving it. Then over here, my hydrangeas are doing really, really well. They're getting a ton of blooms on them. They're just looking so beautiful. So happy with those. My silver thorns are doing really well. And then I planted 2 more of those golden forsythias right there. So they're supposed to get about 6 to 9 feet tall and 6 to 9 feet wide. You can trim them up like a hedge. So I will most likely be doing that. I may let them get a little out of control back here because we're by the well, and can kind of cover up some of the unruliness. But they are starting to get a little bit of growth on them already. And apparently they're going to come out green, and then they just produce nothing but these massive yellow flowers. So excited to see those. Oh, and then I didn't say, but the forsythias, I found the best ones came from Home Depot. They come from a nursery called like Van Dyke or Van something. They came pretty well packaged. Those ones were pretty good. And I'll show you some because I still have a few more that I haven't packaged. The hydrangeas, I don't remember where I got those. I know I got those 2 over there from Home Depot online. And so when they came, they were cut back quite a bit, and then they got pretty windburned on the way here. This is a bleeding heart. I took a cutting from home, so I have that here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet. These are more of the arborvitaes that I got from Home Depot online. They got shipped to me. And then I just planted these 4. These are called tri-colored willows. And these are probably my most exciting thing that I've planted so far. They look small and puny now, but they get green, some dappled white, and then a pinkish hue on the leaves. So they grow pretty quickly according to the description, about 2 feet a year. So I'm pretty excited about these. Again, you can cut these back because they will kind of go all over the place, and you can make them more of a hedge or let them go unruly. But I just thought they would be so pretty here and bring some color. They seem to do good with a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade. So we'll see how those do. And last, these are in the sun, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but I've got my garden bed set up. I think I showed y'all that last time. I got some more dirt to put in those beds back there. I have some bulbs coming that I'll probably end up putting in these beds back here, because my greenhouse is going to go in this space here, and I just think it'll look really pretty having those flowers there. These are the forsythias, how they came. Here's where they came from, Van Zervden. So but anyways, so these are, I haven't decided where these are going to go yet, so the sprinkler's hitting these to water them. I'll probably end up putting them along here. Okay, and here's some stuff that I have done, some from seed, some not. I obviously have the daisies there. I didn't replace this Ghirardelli pumpkin, since we'll just have to see how it does. Poor thing. Okay, and on the second bed, I have some Sweet Glow watermelon. 2 of those I planted. Those are marigolds from seed. I have zinnias there and zinnias there. That is a blue, this one, oh my gosh, not a Sylvia. I'll put it on the screen. I can't think of it right now. I got a strawberry when I ordered all those things. It looks terrible. That's from Fast Growing Trees. Was not impressed with that at all, but it came for free, so what are you gonna do? This is a Dr. Witchy's tomato that I cut from a plant that I had at home, and it is doing much better here. And like I said, this bed has some zinnias. This is another tomato that I cut from home. This one is an Everglades. So we'll see how that does here. Another of those plants, I cannot remember the name. They're like my favorite. They're so pretty with the purple flowers. This one is a determinate. I know that. I bought this one. This is a Better Bush tomato. So have a nice determinate tomato here, and then more marigold seeds. Over here, I've got some cilantro that is kind of struggling at this point of the year. I have some coleus in here for some color because they're just so beautiful. I got those at a local nursery. I just saw the color on them and I was like, yes, please. I don't know what kind they are, but they sure are pretty, aren't they? Okay, and then this one here is a sugar pumpkin. They're tiny little personal pumpkins. And this one I did grow from seed. It also snapped, so we'll see how this one does. They seem to do okay, which is kind of crazy to me. The Seminole pumpkin snapped as well. This one did, the leaf, which is no big deal. You can take those off and kind of let them put energy into other things. But I thought the Seminole pumpkin would really take off here, but it has not. The one that is taken off is this Thai gourd that I got from Baker Creek as well. And I'm just training it to go up this arbor here. Another coleus, and then that is a survivor pumpkin that is doing pretty good. It's got a little bit of powdery mildew on it, so I may have to bring up some of that copper fungus spray that I have at home and kind of give these guys a little bit of a treatment. But other than that, that's kind of how they're all looking right now. Just trying to get them to fill in a little bit. I may put like a sugar baby watermelon over this trellis, or I may do some flowers. I haven't decided yet. Just trying to get some of my vegetables in and start getting a little bit of things growing that hopefully, I've read that deer don't really love the vines of the pumpkins because they've got like those spiky hairs on them. And then I'm not sure about tomatoes. We'll see how those go, but what the heck, we'll try anyways. But it's a beautiful day, nice view, and I'm gonna get some watering done and make sure all my sprinkler timers are working, and that's about it. So hopefully in the next couple episodes we are going to get my greenhouse started together. We have to run a little bit more electricity and some water, so I'd like to have a water bib out here, but again, nothing it's not like priority or anything, but we are gonna probably start the greenhouse project pretty soon and start getting that together. It came as a kit. I'll show you guys the process when we do that as well, but I just think it'll be really cool. We don't necessarily need it right now because we are in May, so it's not like anything's gonna freeze or anything like that, but it'll be nice to have. I'll get it all set up, and then in the fall and the winter, I'll, you know, put in my aloe plants and my succulents and stuff that won't do really well in the cold. But other than that, it'll be a nice space for me to have all my seeds and gloves and fertilizers and all that. So, and if you guys have any tips for me, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below, because like I said, this is all very new to me. We'll see how things do and how things thrive, but fingers crossed. I've done a little bit of research and a little bit of reading, but you know, trial and error is always the way to go. So anyways, I hope y'all are doing great. Thanks so much for following me with my journey, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy gardening.